Welcome on back everyone to Warhammer 3 in part 5 of our War Host of the Apocalypse campaign. Before we get started up here, if you have been enjoying the campaign, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel on out. Let's dive on in. So we are here with Archaon and his, honestly, fairly decently upgraded army. They are well on their way to becoming chosen, which is glorious. We are, of course, being stopped here by, it says Morcar, but I think this is Kurhar that we have to deal with. So this first army, if I'm remembering this quest battle correctly, we must crush this first army, and then only then will the secondary force come screaming on in with a squad of dragon ogres, and I'm pretty positive they also have Shaggoth. This is not a super fun battle, so what we'll need to do is kill this man as quickly as we can when he does show up. This first army we just have to be very aggressive with. Let's go ahead and, yeah, they've got kind of like a chevron boxy formation. We will be fighting uphill, but if we leave our main boys back and have just Archaon and Scylla go in and just obliterate the cannons, then we can march in the legions to finish off his rather mutated boys here. Let's get to it. To behold the Eye of Shirian, Archaon must face a dread trial led by a Chaos Lord riding a monstrous steed. The battle will be brutal, for the prize is highly valued, but it be another of the Everchosen's unholy quests.
At last, a worthy challenger comes. Not some weak minion sent by the gods. No, what confronts me is something more corrupt, more bestial. It serves no master, seeks no glory other than its own, and that I abhorred, even as I rip at its throats, for it must die. No man, no god, no creature can challenge me and live!
But of course not. I'm pretty positive this is supposed to be a Tzeentch controlled. There's a dragon from the Elven lore that's incredibly important, and he basically Tzeentch demon controls them after the dragon eats the demon, and then basically partially, I guess it's not a full possession, but it's like a partial possession where the dragon is still completely aware of everything that's happening. It's pretty horrifying, but I'm pretty sure this is the dragon that we're facing here. So let's go ahead and just have the boys move up and go and be a big nuisance. I'm gonna have everyone else go sit over here and try not to get blown up by hell cannons. That does tend to be a bad time. We do have some brand new units though, being our... These are just chosen of Slaanesh on steeds. Yeah, now Slaanesh has some of the best looking Chaos Warriors. Honestly, all four of the Dark Gods have fantastically Chaos Warriors, but Khorne and Slaanesh, the curved Chaos helmets are fantastic. Alright, so we'll leave these guys back here. We can send in our one skirmisher. After Archaon and the boys go bother the main crew, I have sounds like a rocket ship taking off down the street, so when we start the battle up, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, and let's get this going.
Yes! Death! The Slaanesh hear us!
Alright, what was a complete, like, avalanche down the street is now just a dull roar, so we're good to go. Forces of the Dragon. What we're gonna do is we're basically just gonna send this lad in to obliterate this hell cannon. Scylla, you get this one up front because that's a really bad place to be. Being in the fore of the fight with Scylla on the way in is a bad time. We'll try to... Well, this guy's gonna get obliterated. No, fall back. I don't need you to lose any stats. If they lose too many of them, they just gain experience extra slow. I think they have a chance of losing experience if they go down too low in models. I may be thinking of medieval. Have they reorganized their line? Oh, how brave. Alright, Archaon, let's go ahead and have you yoink this poor Chaos Giant with a bit of death magic. And it shot away. Oh, we're just gonna dodge that like a boss. Slayer of Kings. Don't want to stand here, I can almost promise you. Drop that there. Sila's a little ways behind. That's more damage to your dudes than mine. You big old dumb. I mean, do we want Archaon to fight a giant? Not necessarily. Chaos Dwarves actually did a pretty decent job of getting away from that. Cut them down, Archaon. Quickly, because that's a giant. No one really enjoys fighting a giant. Let's get back up in the air. Use your charge bonus to go through these lads. And then into the giant. Oh, I got a little bit too slow. Go for the explosion there. We'll have the two of them work together, but they should be able to bring it down pretty quickly. Especially with some help. Interesting strategy, bud. Victory is within our grasp. And now that we are starting to take them down, or the cannons that is, we're going to bring in the boys. Fighting a giant is a mess. Come on, you two. Keep chopping. Alright, the boys, moving on in. We'll set the Hell Cannon to just blasting on whatever the frontal unit is. Chopping through the next one. Sila and Archaon taking a little bit of damage. They're already very tired because fighting a giant is rather exhausting. They're big lads. Lots of chopping to do. Give them that extra speed. Looks like the giant is running for their life. Just make sure. Please make sure. Yep, ground pound from Sila. Turns around and gives him one back though. We need the rest of our magic to take down the dragon as quickly as we can. These guys are out in the open though, so sit in the Swords of Chaos. You go disrupt them, and let's see how well the skirmish mode works on that. Let's pull you guys away for a moment. So I think we just hit him through the group. Back here with our knights. Blows again. I see you. You think I didn't notice? Oh, they're not all close enough. And oh, it's only gonna hit him because I guess the others aren't quite there. Swords of Chaos lead the way. The other two smash in. And deal like no damage. They were all on the ground. Unfortunate. The skirmish mode's bad. It seems like the AI actually knows how to exploit it. Finish those artillery pieces. Bring the cavalry well away. Over here to bother this group. Archaon charging in should scare them off. There go the artillery pieces. No problem. You guys are for a bad time. No anvil, but those Forsaken are out in the open, which means huge damage. And they got captured the second I stopped to pick them off of skirmish mode, which normally you just don't want to do, but it seems like the AI also knows how to exploit it by sitting the units around. They have learned. It's in the Swords of Chaos. this way. Oh, it's the Slaneshi Lances. That's what's struggling. That makes sense. Sean. Axes straight down the middle, and you guys go this way. Big beasties go save Archaon. Knights back in. We'll send the trolls as the anvil. Archaon over here giving them the business. We'll drop a single metal spell. Those trolls are done. Send Sila to clobber the Forsaken, and then we'll have Ograx. Oh, here he is. Just in time. The Dragon Lord approaches. Kill him and his warriors will flee. Alright, captains. You know the target the new target is. Bring the knights in to obliterate the next group. We're just going to move as one big hateful blob now. That charge to get out of there. Oh, he only has I thought he had Shaggoth too. They go to the wrong battle here then. I don't know, a giant, or not a giant, but just a singular Chaos Dragon is not going to be enough. Get after them. Of course, they are all going to disappear somehow, even though I'm not sure how we've lost vision on them. They could be behind the hill there, but it seems like our hero can see them no problem. Alright, drop the Spirit Leech. Go ahead, fall back. Try to draw them on in. Thunderguff, you give them a charge. Operators are still fighting. The amount of damage he took there is pretty goofy. Alright, you go ahead and charge him. I should have gone for the onslaught too. 13 more seconds. Was he running already? No, there's no escape. Only the void. In the blob fight, we won aggressively. Let's go ahead and send the halberdiers in to go capture the next units of dragon ogres. I wanted to land our hero and have Archaon fight him from there, but he doesn't even seem to really need to. Yeah, Spirit Leech. You guys think you're tough. The problem is, this blob of mine is terrifying. So enjoy Doom. Ograx destroyed your champion. As soon as he's gone, we can rip the Eye of Shireen out of this thing's tum-tum and call it a win. Good grief, those knights did some good damage. Get him, Sila. Dragon ogres are immortal unless slain in battle, so this is going to be a few less for the tribe for sure. Ooh, backflip of death. The enemy lord is gone, but the troops still remain. Halberdiers, you charge the next units. Oh, you guys are still here? No, you do your thing.
Rage and fury.
Fiddle for corn. And you meet the halberds. And Sila becomes flipping into combat. Death by 1,000 cuts. Ooh, Guardian down. Get up there, Steve. Ooh, Sila gets bonked right on his head. Not a good time. But WrestleMania does went out. It's funny that Lord left a long time ago, but those guys kept fighting. Should have bent the knee for Archaon immediately. Alright, only 26 weaklings fall, and Sila has himself a few new scars, which I'm sure he's going to accumulate many of this campaign. 600 souls have been reaped, which is actually kind of surprising. We figured their souls were already claimed. We could go ahead and sacrifice them for even more, which I'm thinking sounds great. Now we've got the Hellforged Bellows, which is an insanely powerful skull cannon. In Khorne's realm, the most destructive wildfires don't burn themselves out, they are given wheels. Yeah, that 5-round burst skull cannon is a terrifying thing. Named after the Tzeentchian sorcerer who discovered it, the eye sees it nearly all. Its current owner should make use of its prophetic powers. Nearly all is concerning. 2 additional Tzeentch authority, more winds of magic, 800 barrier hit points for Archaon himself, which is just terrifying. Or everyone else.
I am the chosen of the gods.
Exactly, we've got 12,000 gold. And it's been a weekend and I've slept since our last campaign, so I do need to kind of give it a look. You just need to come on over here and die, Festergax. He doesn't want to give us that first route win, does he? Yeah, and we would already have it. Listen, you. I need you to bring yourself on in and allow me to have my Dark Coronation. You're keeping Archaon from his crown, and that's going to make him very angry. Could I just give you, like, the Dark Bellowers? So, Kevin is going to have a undivided army, but it's going to also have kind of some flair of Tzeentch. He's going to be one of our undivided champions. Thank you, Great Book of Grudges, for giving us that suggestion. But we also are going to have one of our very first armies be Tzeentch focused, so Kevin can be our Tzeentch kind of premier army for now, and then we can kind of build up another one. So Severed Claw would be enough to bring down Festergax, no problem. It will make Brian sad, but welcome Severed Claw.
Now is chaos. No.
Pretty speedy units we can grab here. No. 2 sets of champions is a lot. We'll grab some more trolls, and Kevin, let's go bonk Festergax. I mean, he is already moving. We've just got to get over there and get in his way. He wants to run, we need to pursue. Skull Crusher sounds perfect. Let's go ahead and also take you off of a chariot, because I despise Chaos Chariots. Back to a steed, sir. Also, if we give you a weapon, that would probably be pretty excellent for you. Anything extra? Talisman of Endurance for Horde save? Yes, please. We'll combine up these 2 Dragonbane gems, because they're really not great. Armor of Damnation. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Not quite as good as the Armor of Fortune, though.
No.
Let's give that to... Well, Sila's health is always going to be low. He is kind of meant to be in the thick of things and losing health. Yeah, we'll just give Harry the Armor of Damnation, because I mean, he's wearing some excellent armor, but it doesn't give him any kind of unique benefits. It's just very fancy. Slaughter and Corruption spreading there for Big Monkey Boy. And then we'll go Scarred Vet for Ograx, who is going to be a Nurgle follower this time. Not yet, of course, because we have all of his different experience boons right now, so we want to keep those going as long as possible. Archaon. I think we need to keep him down your blue line. Chaos Unchained gives us more souls, post-battle loot, and campaign movement range, which is all fantastic. Server die, Despoilers, or Ruination. Yeah, let's go Despoilers for more cash. Resilience for Archaon's replenishment. And next up is the Crown of Domination. Rank 22, so two levels away. And after that last battle, I think we handle it pretty easily. 2 sets of armored trolls. You guys are almost to the level we can upgrade you. Honestly, so is everyone. Ooh, except for these Chaos Warriors. Welcome to the ranks of Chosen. Let's have these guys be our first Sword and Board Chosen. 20 more armor. It's like only like 5 more leadership. Oh, these are base level Chosen. Okay. pretty nasty combat stats, and they have all the different resistances as well. 12% physical, and all of their stats are buffed as they go up in rank too because of Archaon's traits. So base level Chosen are pretty terrible compared to what they end up as roided out crazy Chosen. Okay, so Archaon, I do want to continue to consolidate chaos here. I don't like that Epidemius has claimed himself a Dark Fortress. I think that belongs to me. So I'm pretty positive our next fight is going to be with Epidemius. I would also really like to come fight with Tomarkon. Keeping the Chaos Dwarves from getting too powerful is going to be important, but if we let them build up a little bit more, they'll actually be a fun challenge for us. So yeah, let's go after Epidemius. We're going to hit him at the Forbidden Citadel. Keon, is there anything we want to do with your troops before we leave? I think not. To the seas. We are no longer replenishing. But that's alright, we'll just get across real quick. Let's go land of the Winterpire and on up. Indeed. Frog, are you willing to be a vassal yet?
Your followers come to worship me.
Absolutely. We're gonna make you
always ready for a headbutting contest.
The head of your own cult. Tong have a mission, go after Fester. Listen, we're working on it. Don't you rush me. Getting some Kisselite troops. Oh, they've got the sleds. Gunpowder war sleds sounds great. I would not be surprised though if we end up having to put Boris down. Here, let's do upgrades to our own settlements before we go for any more allied recruitment. So definitely the Bone Pit and definitely the defenses of the Crystal Spires. Like, well, now you'll have no money. Well, what else could I have built? Upgrade to the Flesh Tapestry back at the Writhing Fortress. I actually think that's a better use of our cash. We don't want to spread it out too much, even though Plane of Illusions is making some fair money. I'll at least put in the defenses.
Sigmar.
Harry, you were having to take a journey there. Go join up with Kevin. Then Big Baba Hammer. We'll go ahead and have Algorax turn off his Path of Glory notification. Thank you for the comment that let me know that you could do this. I should have just read a little bit better, but I appreciate you for letting me know. You too, Kevin. Kevin, you're going to be undivided. We're going to turn you into a demon eventually. So for now, we'll just tell your Path of Glory to hush. Alright, excellent. On we march to the Citadel.
The Eye of Sirion has already told me your offer, but I will hear.
Well, hello there, Azazel. He wants a trade agreement. Yeah, we can have Azazel be on our side. He's already gained himself the Sarl as a vassal. He is clever. Being on the winning side is much more fun. First Revivalists have moved towards our settlement, and now it's time to upgrade any of our fortresses to level 5, which will grant us the Festering Shroud, a pretty decent melee resistance for a more of like a spellcaster lord. Even not one for chaos, because most of ours are very good at fighting too. We got Glittering Scales and the Hellfire Sword, which is a spicy sword with magical attacks. Epidemius, my good sir, I know you've got a good defeat rate. We're on our way to harvest. Well, we need to be a little bit clever because dwarfs. We already at war with the dwarfs.
It is decreed by me.
So let's go ahead and focus up. We'll deal with the dwarfs first.
Chaos gathers.
There's none there, so I'm happy to go into March and yoink up into their territory so we can actually replenish. We got 3,000 souls to use here. Crown of Kings is the one that's sending experience to our other lords. That's fantastic. Dark Portal is the portal glyph, but also giving us more experience. We can switch it over so we're gaining an absolute ton of experience for him. And then passing out a ton as well. I like that. Let's go ahead and swap those with the Dark Portal. We also get Portal Glyph for all of our Undivided characters. So not only is Archaon sitting 25% of experience over the other lords, we're also boosting it by 50%. Oh, you lucky. Where have you positioned yourself, sir? And if we go chase him, he's going to go around and hit the Tower of Flies, isn't he? He'll go into March.
Not a slave.
Here's what we'll do.
Yes, it is so. You have my
I'm going to channel
favor.
down next to the bridge. And see if Fester wants to come across and die. Or
It cements my power.
Boris, fetch. Maggot host wants to be buddies. I really want to go punch them in the face really badly. We can only ever vassalize him because he's Nurgle. Are we able to... no, we can't. There's no confederation, really. Well, that's fine, yes. We'll not worry about our diplomacy so much and just worry about punching some dwarfs.
Chaos is the... What could you possibly offer me, mewling sworn? I am Everchosen.
And you were but a mushroom. This is peace? I don't like it. Why are you offering it then? I say no. The Corruptor boon. Well done, Kevin. Decasaur has completed a challenge attuned to Chamon. How do we get that for having them rank up in...
God?
We'll never know. And then Corruptors are spending a turn in a province that has really, really low control. Absolutely. And then
Despoilers, come.
Decasaur's was for leveling up while channeling, so he gained it. Again, his Golden Hounds is a bound spell. We could go for winning a battle with against Slanesh and against Tzeentch. Fires of Change. Oh, you can just choose to devote him to Lore of Tzeentch. You can choose any of them. Interesting. I thought they were more hemmed in than that. Let's go. Scouting. We need more magical goodies. Can we reach Festergax? No, he's just going to sit up here and wallow. I think he's waiting till we can't actually reach, and then he'll charge across aggressively towards Volcano's Heart.
Spread ruin.
He knows we're there, so... Oh, I don't like this.
Who dares touch me?
The old Fester Gambit.
Onward to destruction.
We'll just send Boris to go finish him off. We've got till tier 4 for this building here, so... No thanks. We'll gain some more cash if we go punch Krakatrak. The gods agree. Epidemius, I'm going to be taking your citadel too, don't you worry.
Never
All in due time. Vikram, I don't know why you're hiding.
times come.
There's no Archaon on the way. Don't you worry about that.
I will. The Eye of Shirian has already told me your offer, but I will hear it from you.
Alright, Tomarcon, what now? 500 for access is, that's just pennies. A contest of champions. Perhaps as a result of the Changers' machinations or another player in the great game making their move. But aspiring champions, gather your Dark Fortress, ready to prove themselves worthy. We are going to have them... We're going to have them flip patties. Research technology. 1312. Favor, 16... Yeah, that's fantastic. 16% ward save and 8% on the endurance talisman. A pact with the Dark Gods should never be taken lightly. Extra additional, or exactly, maximum active gifts +1 for Undivided. Causes fear for aspiring champs and Undivided chosen units. Extra hit points for our demons to be... So when they do Wait, what? 10% hit points for destroyed demonic units. Oh, okay, I see. So it's not a higher chance of gaining demons, it's just they come back with more health. And more authority for all of our armies. Fair enough. Did he fall for it? No, he's just sitting here waiting for Boris's army to come over and finish him off. That works for me. I'll just sit next to the volcano's heart and wait. All I have is time, fool. And now, the demonic pact secured. A bird right outside the window shouting at us. We could go ahead and snag Gaze of the Dark Gods to further empower that. Fertile March is more movement range, which is quite nice. We do have the Arcane Branding Iron for our Tzeentch warriors. Active Gifts of Tzeentch, but less Nurgle authority. We would need to come down here to balance that out. I really want the Searing Branding Iron available. So let's go for that. Strider and Immune to Psychology is nice, and then this one is Poison attacks. Yeah, we'll go for Frenzy first. An additional melee attack.
Agreed. Mortals will quail.
Mortals will quail. And then we'll build up Evan's army for an assault on Nurgle's forces. Meanwhile, our ball obliterates the greenskins down there.
There'll be a reckoning.
Vikram, why are you hiding? It's just Archaon.
Unto slaughter.
We know they have another army over here somewhere.
Begone.
A Zadni Copperpot.
What?
Oh,
is
wow.
Unthinkable.
He's rolling heavy Air Force, isn't he? They've already got the emergency repairs. That was fast. I mean, they're not that tough. Outside of the emergency repairs, they just are dealing 41 armor-piercing melee damage. Which we have no flyers really yet, but Ograx is going to be very busy. BK, I would prefer to spin that on anywhere else. So, back at the Writhing Fortress. 8 turns, that's going to be quite some time. Alright, we no longer need a foster cult, so let's go ahead and drop it into... Oh wow, well actually... Exploding Vassals is terrible. I guess we're just fostering cults the entire time. Make sure we keep corruption up in...
Thrice to be sure.
And all of the different Kislevites areas, because they are anti-chaos. Immensely. Alright, well, let's pass the turn and see if Vickard comes on out to deploy his Air Force.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
We'll see about that. They should need to go get Malachi, so he's back here. So they've got 3 stacks. So we need to deal with Crack and Track quickly.
The Hammerstorm come. The Eye of Syrian has already told me your offer.
Well, hello there, Hammer. He wants to trade. Sounds good to me. Archaon can always be bribed. Usually, though, with skulls. Well, there goes Neferata. Neferata was wrong. Oh, so was Wintertooth. Epidemius came in with the steel chair. The orcs are coming. Although we can resurrect steel Wintertooth by sacking Winterpire on repeat. Although that might just bring back the Varg. We'll see. Got tricky over here. Brekadrek is tier 3.
Syrian's eye.
Our lack of flyers would make this a pretty rough battle. Alright, dwarfs. Hold up in your fortress.
I am the chosen of the gods.
It's one of those where... Do I really think... Oh no. We're gonna crash. Do I really think the gyrocopters can deal that much damage? No. The cannons will be nigh useless inside the walls. They do have the grape shot though, which is gonna be terrifying. And Krakendrak is tier 3. Let's go for it. Archaon versus the hated dwarfs. Let's go ahead first and grab Shatterstone so we don't have to worry about their walls in the slightest. We are going to run out of souls quite quickly, but thankfully, we've got a whole crop right here. I don't think anyone else can be upgraded. I don't like these Marauder Horsemen for this battle. They can go up to being Knights now. Can I have anything better? I love the Dragon Ogres, but we can't have any. Alright, I guess you're just going to turn it into Knights then. Congratulations. You will have swords, because I think the Lance Knights are kind of lame. Then we can brand you for Tzeentch. Yeah, Tzeentch Knights work. Extra barrier. Now Archaon, destroy. It gives us a Pyrrhic win. We could win that with an auto losing no one. Listen, gang. This is the most tempting thing that has ever existed. We'll take to the field, we'll face him proper. Let's do it. Right then. We have 2 uses of Shatterstone. Let's go ahead and start deployment. Want to find the area that actually gives the most chance to kind of hide on the way in. Although we may just have to be incredibly aggressive. In which case, it puts us at pretty good odds of getting bombed to bits. Yeah, it's going to be the other side here. Going to be the other side here. Artillery in the back corner, trolls up front to take the brunt of the gyrocopter nonsense. I will throw the knights off on the side here. Seems to do a very good job of getting through the gates. Thunderguff, sending you straight down the middle here. Expendables are going to be you two.
Chaos Warriors.
Followed by you two. We'll go dual weapon chosen over there, and then the sword and board chosen behind.
Many glories
Great Axe Warriors, we're going to get shot up by the towers for sure, but
for the Chaos Gods.
minimize it as much as we can. I don't know if we've actually shown off our chosen yet. Dual weapon chosen. Thorn. Well, these aren't chosen, are they? I was bamboozled. These just normal warriors? Oh no, they are chosen. Oh yeah, the shoulder plates are much more thick. Heavy plate armor. Then we have our chosen of Undivided.
The masters speak.
Who honestly still may look just the best with these glowing eye shields. I don't know about the flayed man skin shields, but you know, you get your long pork where you can, I guess.
My master's call.
My master's call. Yeah, I have no idea where to send you guys, so let's just go straight on in. We can have you knock on the gate, they're the walls. Alright. They blast away, but thankfully they blast away to Thunderguff. Oh, I left another unit all the way over there, didn't I? Who's this? Oh, it's our chosen with halberds. That's lovely. Get away. Rest of the warriors forward. We've got the Shatterstone to get us right inside quickly, and also blast those poor Dobby off the walls. Hopefully our guy's not on the walls. I will cry a little bit if that's how we lose Algrax. You'll see some wizardly tears falling. Alright, Archaon, let's ravage them over here. You are Ravager Prime. I'm just gonna waddle our giant straight into the middle of that group of Dawi. Some insanely good hits out of our artillery here. Now, to get rid of these Squarlers, we've got the 3 cannon teams over there. Are they actually able to take some shots? Interesting. This is one of those where, like, thank goodness for the portal glyph. Get him. Kill him quick. Oh, wow. Swords of Chaos got blasted to bits by the Trollhammer. Mixture of him and the Master Alaric there. That's unfortunate. Speaking of unfortunate, what is this I'm seeing? Alright, Thunderguff, go ahead and give him the old gas explosion. Let's go Overcast Metal here. As we start bombing our guys in the back line, there's nothing we can do about it. Start sending the boys in one at a time here. Thankfully, that's not doing that much damage. Let's have you go after the flyers then. How's Ograx doing? It's just a goofy chase. Almost Saturday level, Saturday cartoon level. Alright, go ahead and bully him. Go ahead and have you do kill for corn and then charge into the back of these quarrelers. Ooh, that was a good hit. Look how good they're dodging the artillery. Ograx is never going to catch them. How much speed these guys got? 100 speed? That's insane. Alright, Ograx, new target. These cannons. Get rid of them. Operation Ignore the Helicopters is not a fun one. Drops normal lava. They're blowing up their own guys just as much as ours, though, which is always fun to see. Get over here, bud. We need you now more than ever. Did they really manage to escape? Cool. Hunt them down. Let's send you in with... Trolls are having a little bit of trouble, but if anyone needs to die, it's absolutely going to be them. Are we through the gates here? No, we're not. Keep chopping then. We'll bring in the Chosen to help. Oh, just in time. We'll bring in the Chosen to help. And with the good old gas explosions. Taco Bell on... dialed up to 42. Yeah, go get ahead and get rid of this engineer. I say that's more important than even the cannons. I'm a little bit scared of the grape shot. That worked out. Go ahead and run this engineer down for me. And then they get obliterated by these cannons up here. Alright, let's go ahead and leave him alone and go after the Trollhammer, because I realize those guys are going to be an absolute menace. Alright, their leader's gone. My rage burns. I don't trust the cannons. I don't trust any amount of extra power there. Alright, trolls, get in there. There's work to be done. The filthy, dummy flying machines think they can stop us. We're likely hitting our own guys. Like crazy here. Beautiful. Get into those miners. Show them what a miner nuisance truly is. See how little we care for your puny flyers. Swords of Chaos over here putting in some serious work. Are those Longbeards? No, they're Dwarf Warriors. Let's go ahead and fall back all the same. They're easily going to solo this engineer.
Pain is life.
Pain is life. Alright boys, split up and start chopping through some Dawi. Everyone needs a beard. I power through to the next area. Archaon went the long way around. Excuse me, fellas. I'd have them pull away.
Chaos Knights.
That poor engineer.
All will be despoiled. Unbridled destruction.
And then the extra friends show up,
Chaos Knights.
giving everyone a headache.
Charge them.
Yeah, and go straight after the troll hammer pedos for me. I control Zintra's gifts too. Capture the next zone by running up and smashing some cannons. Alright, we're through here. Bring in the reinforcements. Catch them here. Go ahead and have our cannons fall back so they're not getting taken out by any kind of nonsense from the helicopters. I realized we had the portal bullet this whole time, it wasn't going to be doing anything for us. Once I realized that the enemy flyers are that fast, we just kind of have to ignore them. Which feels bad, but... no, I told you lads to get in there and... silent him the explosion. Good grief. This voice actor's lungs after this this recording session. Alright, the knights all the way around and into the cannons. Having a great time. We move in on the miners. Let's go ahead and drop the overcast metal here is pretty hilarious. The engineer's gone. I'm thinking the Dawi are done quite soon. They've got no more leaders. Let's make sure they don't come back. Can't have any blasting charges sneak their way in.
Lord of the end times.
Those cannons are done, city. Let's go ahead and grab the leadership point here and see if we can just finish them off that way.
Men of the North.
Stand up, men of the West. Okay, Archaon, I know I've told you to get these guys a couple times now. That's what we call being cheeky there, Iron Drakes. That engineer's gone, capturing a zone. I mean, all they've got left is these helicopters that are back here just kind of huddling, waiting for the end. Archaon, what are you doing, bud? Get these troll hammers. Otherwise, you deserve taking all this damage. There we go. The Great Axes can charge on in. You chose the wrong job. Rain, death, and the Sons of Chaos, huh? Not going so well, is it? These Chosen are still here chopping through the gates with their halberds. They're doing what they can. Alright, it's just the Dobby being stubborn at this point. got one more unit of great weapons over here. Catch them between our 2 units of knights. Now that Hail Mary pass there. That's crazy. They're just huddling back here and waiting for the end. Alright, well, since we have stumbled upon a very boring position in this one, where we're waiting on the Dawi helicopters to break and run, I will catch you all back on the campaign map. I don't know how you would survive a charge. A horse that's like the size of... It's like twice the size of a normal Clydesdale and you're a dwarf. That'd be a tough one. That's what we like to see. 600 souls gained just from the fighting. A decisive victory. Golden sword going to... Oh, is it going to be Sila himself? Yeah, those explosions from his rampage effect are pretty devastating. Clumped up groups of Daw, we don't have a good time at all. Oh, we could sack it for a heap. For an absolute heap. Let's do it. Beat any lord in battle, Thorik Kragbrow, Vikram has fallen. Awesome. Now, honestly, I don't think we need to sit and do any raiding or anything. We're going to go ahead and capture Krakadrak and take Malachi's capital from him. Does a 2-part of both giving us a Dark Fortress, a Gemstone Camp, which is pretty terrible, and then even more cash money. This is not the one to actually vassalize the Goromadni. That is down... That's down here, where the Chaos Dwarves are. So I guess we can cut our way through the forces of Malachi, start kind of a beginning skirmish with the Chaos Dwarves and capture up to this, and then let our vassals kind of hold them off while we deal with Epidemius. So we do need to bring more of the Chaos forces under our control.
This is my
Good
right.
grief, Paladni, that is a terrifying force. Auto-resolve is going to be on your side for sure. Harold, get in there. Ooh, better to learn from. Rampant Destroyer? That sounds perfect. Blessed by Evil, though, gives us even more post-battle loot. See, that's the way to go.
There'll be a reckoning.
Archaon. Replenishment rate sounds great. You can only get a 50% replenishment rate bonus max. So what are we at currently? 30% for just him. And then a higher one depending on our authority, right? So 10% more for undivided use. That's not incredible, but man, we're replenishing rather quickly, so we don't really need that. Let's go for Blessed by Evil. Get us more cash.
Sirion's eye guides me.
Healing and wound making for Augrax, and then Sila. What? There's a bit of shacks. Let's go kill for melee defense and more weapon strength. I always go physical resistance and then melee defense for my coordinate warriors.
I am the chosen of the gods.
Trixie, you're gonna find yourself in the grave quite soon if you don't leave. Fair warning. So I'd rather not upgrade just defenses. What else we have going? Growth building, more cash with Howling Citadel sounds fantastic. And then we always pop in the defenses. Lane of Illusions has growth, and then let's go for the Howling Citadel. Perfect. Not enough to do any kind of upgrading though, so instead... we should just stop building in the defenses. It's in a fairly safe spot at the moment. Do we get punished for this? Probably. Oh. What do you mean? You're getting a full suite of Chosen. Quickly in a complainer. I guess we just turned some of you guys straight into aspiring champions, which would be pretty nice. No more gold tier. These trolls are also going to get the boot quite soon, probably just for more giants. They perform a very similar role, but every time they hit, deal almost 1,000 damage, so I'd say that's pretty dang solid. Or, I'm sorry, we replace these trolls with a normal variant and turn them into bile trolls, because they have to be base level trolls. That will be what we do. Alright. Another turn. truthfully, be a bit arrogant to go for the Chaos Shrine. He goes 30% more building income. Alright, looks like Malachi is positioning to try to jump over with the airship and attack with Zadni at the same time. But he's now been blocked by a lug of 9 fingers here. Faction destroyed. Oh, Hargroth has been defeated. He's pushed back into a corner. Oh, good. Slaughterguard are here. Actually, when I was talking about the Severed Claw being the strongest, no, the Slaughterguard are now the strongest by far. Converting ruinous charges into death for their foes is a favored tactic amongst Khorne's warriors. They don't even need to be the ones charging. So why they're so much stronger is your aspiring chosen, so looking at the Severed Claw here, have 16 models. If we put them up against in a one-on-one fight with the Slaughter Guard, who have 80 models, they get flattened. Plus they're Khorne warriors, so they have unyielding assault. No matter how tired they get, they are never losing their melee attack at all, so they are always going to have... See, I don't know if it counts with Frenzy. So Frenzy kicks in, they have additional 10. So if it bumps up to 55 with a Frenzy and can't be lowered even if they lose Frenzy, that is absolutely terrifying. And then, on top of that, they have 26 bonus V large. So they will just rip through anything that's large. These guys are terrifying. The Legion of Doom. I love them.
Gate Slayer!
We can't reach you, Hogroth. You are so... Wait, maybe we can. Herald.
I wield the God
Join
of
up.
lesson.
It's finally time to put an end to the false Kevin. Oh, he's not even here. Darn. That would have boosted our relations with Kislev even further. But we'll take the slaughtering of those lads, and that's Victory Route 1, beginning of the end. How many turns does that take? Just 30? We probably would have been much faster if we were even more aggressive. We continue. So what that gives us is the Dark Coronation. So with the pulse of Eldritch Force, the crown of domination is placed upon your head. A vast ocean of battle-hardened warriors chants your name. You take up your blade and mount your steed, ready to march south to bring ruination and death to the world. We've got even more undivided authority and more souls gained from all of our battles. Now we've got Slayer of Kings and the End Times. So we'll be working on dealing with the Ice Court, Midland, and Reichland, and then conquer Middenheim, and then just take out a bunch of other major factions. So we shall.
You dare!
Forest of Decay is ready to fight. I'm really, really keen to fight with Epidemius, so we are going to go ahead and activate Kevin for that. Decasaur, let's start upgrading your Spirit Leech, because dragging down the Nerdlite leaders is incredibly important. Let's buy Evil for Archaon.
Destruction for all!
We'll just have Kevin.
My favor.
Hold cheek down to here. This bridge. I think we get to hit the Force of Decay or the Bilious Cliffs from here, which would be awesome.
There'll be a reckoning.
Archaon. What I think we'll do with him. Anyone high enough tier to upgrade? No. Do we have any trolls in the area? Also, no. See, Bile Trolls are great, but if we have Dragon Ogres, I'll just grab those instead. Be quick and easy. Nice and simple. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull out of Drakadrak and lure these foolish Dawi in.
Great corruption.
Raise the corruption. Then Kevin, we can recruit you up some more troops too, so you are going to be Tzeentch focused. Which means we can't recruit into these Pestigors, sadly enough. I think that just means we grab some more Marauders and just make them Tzeentch based. Yoink. So we can just mark all of these guys. We'll do half of them. Although as soon as we do mark them, we lose all their upkeep. What are they currently costing? 79? Here, let's do half the army and turn them into Tzeentch boys then. I guess like I already said I was doing. Okay, so Tzeentch. needs some spearmen. But we have no money, we're broke. There, we'll have some next turn.
Speak through your meek mouths. Mumble your pitiable words, so I can use them as a lash to flay your soul.
We're gonna beat your soul to death with your own words. A pact among the tribes. Your strength rank 4? That's quite impressive there, Wolfric. You'd be giving me some cash as a vassal. Authority question. Unruly vassals have risen to question your might. Should you put on a demonstration of strength or challenge them directly? I think we shall pull out all of their fingernails. Send in the goons. Now there's the battle for the crown of domination. Bringing some chosen. How cute. The earth grounds before the might of Archaon. Having gained the favor of all chaos gods, he stands on the brink of destiny. The winds of magic howl from the uttermost north. The gates between the worlds strain and then burst asunder, admitting a single diabolical form. A demonic champion. Lord of Change comes to offer a final test to the man who would unite all of the forces of chaos into an unholy horde, bent on subjugating the entire mortal world. That'll give us 5,000 favor, punishment, and the crown itself. More authority for Big Boy Archaon, 3 more attack and defense, and then the passive Crown of Domination, which shall, for himself, grant more leadership and cause terror, and for all allies in his range, grant more leadership and immune to psychology. Just make the line completely staunch. And I'm pretty sure we can face this, no problem, especially if it's just a Lord of Change. Lord of Change are not that tough. The Mark of Corn burns the skin, a searing reminder of his rage. Frenzy for all of our aspiring champions. Alright, so Malachi's boys are hiding. Oh, they're so weak, that's why. So Archaon, let's go ahead and grab your final item here. Blood for the Blood God. Chaos Chariots and Hellstriders. Drops how much it costs for all of our warbands to be upgraded. Let's grab the Gaze of the Dark Gods.
Now the end times come. I'll have this world.
Do we snag any mercenaries from the ogres? No. No ogres close enough. I do still really want to get Bile Trolls, which we are unlucky to not be able to get still. Alright, so another battle. Archaon. We shall charge you over to the Crown of Domination, and we shall pick up with this. We are so much stronger than this army. It's like, well, they may have a chance of escaping if they run. Perfect. It'll begin the next episode with a battle between us and a great big blue chicken, destined to become some delicious fried wings. Thank you all so much for stopping on by today's Warhopes of the Apocalypse campaign. If you all have enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub zone, and I'll see you all in the next one.